tremendous cute, tremendous cute, tremendous cute.
Who's your favorite pitmaster's favorite pitmaster?
Red. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Tremendous Q fans? It's your boy here, Wade Morris, owner of Pitmaster Tremendous Q. And today we are switching things up on you guys, all right? Now, normally I be up here cooking up, smoking up some brisket and ribs and pulled pork and all of those good lunch and dinner items, right? Those lunch and dinner proteins. No, today we're gonna start with arguably the most important meal of the day, and that's breakfast. I'm gonna be grilling up some French toast for you guys. Now, before I go any further, I wanna thank all of my subscribers for returning to the channel. And for those of you that are new to the channel, however it is that you got here, search bar, tripped and fell, I wanna thank you guys for stopping by. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and cut on your notifications so you get notified when I drop all my latest content, all right? Now today, we're gonna be breaking out the Weber kettle grill, all right? We're gonna take out the cast iron skillet and we're gonna grill up some French toast and we're gonna add a little fresh strawberries and some whipped cream to top it off. So with that said, let's jump right into the video.
All right, so these are our ingredients: brioche bread, brioche style bread, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, sugar, flour, cream, eggs, and then our fruit. We grab blueberries and strawberries, okay? Make sure you guys grab brioche style bread or a thicker slice of bread. If you try to do this with the regular bread, like I grew up on the Wonder Hostess, those thin slices of bread, they just do not turn out the same, okay? So if you're going to use bread, make sure you use a thicker slice. It can be brioche style, that's what we use, or any other thicker slice of bread, okay? First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get these strawberries cut up, and then we're gonna head over and get ready for our batter. Obviously the blueberries don't need to be cut. If you do, well, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it's weird, but I'm not cutting up the blueberries, all right? We're slicing up our strawberries. With those out the way, we'll go ahead and get started on our batter. Now with the batter, look, so me personally, I like my batter to be a little bit sweeter and a little bit more cinnamon, okay? So I also actually like it to be a little bit thicker. So as you're looking at these measurements, if you like a thicker batter, do not add as much heavy cream. Or if you do add that much cream, you can offset it to make it thicker by adding a little bit more flour than what I recommend here in the subtitles, okay? So that's just a real quick tip for those of you that like a thicker batter on your French toast, which I personally do. And same thing for the sugar. You can use white sugar, you can use terminato sugar, you can use brown sugar, light brown or dark brown sugar. I don't personally think that the type of sugar is going to matter, other than just remember, the more sugar you add, sugar has a tendency to burn very quickly. So Pitmaster pro tip, make sure that as you're adding sugar, you stand over your French toast as it's cooking over the grill, so that you don't end up with blackened French toast. I don't think that's a thing, but I'm sure Google could prove me right or wrong. And here's another Pitmaster pro tip. While you are getting your batter ready, put your skillet on top of your charcoal chimney if that's what you're using to light your charcoals, because you will be ready to cook as soon as the coals are hot and your batter is done. You won't have to put the grills on, or the coals on the grill, and then put your grate on top and then put your skillet on top and wait for that thing to heat up. It's a cast iron skillet. We all know those things take a couple of minutes. So if you want to cut back on some time and you're in a hurry, make sure you put your skillet on top of your charcoal chimney. Just when you grab the skillet, be sure to grab it with a glove, insulated glove, so you don't burn yourself, all right? So now with our skillet on, we're actually ready to start making our French toast. So essentially all I did was, with the batter, I stood outside, I brought the batter and I brought the bread outside, and I had everything sitting next to me off camera because I did not want to step away from this grill. The temperature inside the grill, I actually had the lid closed for a couple of seconds off camera. The temperature got up to about 300-ish, between 300 and 350. These French toasts cook very fast, okay? It's only going to be about 1.5 minutes-ish per side at that temperature. You may even want to go 10 to 15 seconds less if you don't want them super dark. I actually think that the color turned out pretty decent on mine, but next time I'll probably pull them off 5 to 10 seconds earlier. Now, as I was mentioning earlier in the video, you're going to see right here, I'm going to add a little bit more cinnamon because, like I said, it's French toast. You need that strong cinnamon and vanilla flavor, right? So I added a little bit of extra cinnamon as it was cooking. And my initial reasons was I wanted to go for aesthetics, but I realized very quickly that the cinnamon is, the whole French toast, it browns up, right? So there's no point in really adding the cinnamon later. Once the French toast is cooking, you might as well just add it to your batter. The only reason I can think if you don't want to do it is if you have somebody that does not like a super strong cinnamony flavor, okay? Here's a close-up of me flipping these things over. This is about 1.5 minutes in. I did not mess with the time flow of this video, so you guys are actually watching this cook, and you can look at the timestamp. So when I started to about when I got it done, or when I flipped it, I'm sorry, and that was about 1.5 minutes, about 90 seconds. So this is why I brought everything outside. Make sure you have your batter and your French toast, and a lot of times we forget, make sure you have something to put the French toast on after it's done cooking. That way you have everything outside with you and you're good to go. You're not running inside and potentially missing a flare up or burning your breakfast, right? Because, you know, burnt French toast is not a thing. Again, you can Google fact check me. Let me know what this says down in the comments. All right, so we got this first couple pieces or a couple slices of French toast pretty much said and done. We're gonna go ahead and pull these off, and we're gonna put on our second round. And I will speed this up a little bit for you guys just so you can get to the end product, right? There's no point in sitting here and watching these things cook 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but I just wanted to make sure you guys saw up close and kind of visualize exactly how these things cooked. And yeah, it's super simple. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I would recommend while these things are on, and I can't off the top of my head, but what I can say is if you're going to do proteins like bacon or sausage patties, that's something that you're going to want to cook after you cook your French toast, okay? Those have a lot of fat inside of them, and you would end up having to either clean your skillet before you use it for French toast. Otherwise, the flavor profile of your French toast would just be really weird. Although bacon does make everything taste better, right? So you would either have to clean your skillet if you cook your protein first, or you would have to use a brand new skillet, and that involves waiting for another skillet to warm all the way up. So you see me turning these thicker pieces of French toast. This, because that batter is thinner and it's gonna latch on to the bread, you don't want anything that's super thin. Otherwise, it's gonna end up ripping and tearing when you're trying to dip it inside the batter and then turn it once it's on the kettle. One other thing that I didn't mention at the very beginning, I did the first trial run of French toast, just one slice. Really cooked that with a little bit of butter. Now, bottom line is that butter is not necessary. If you have a properly oiled skillet and once you put your French toast on, it's not going to stick. You saw with both sets of French toast, was able to pick them up with a spatula and then with a metal fork and didn't have any issues with sticking at all. So if you like butter, you know, butter is fat, fat equals flavor, by all means be my guest. But if you were wondering whether or not you need it to make French toast on a skillet on your Weber cooker, you don't. So here's the final product. All right, so I got these inside. I got them plated with a little bit of strawberries and blueberries. You see my strawberries sliced, blueberries are not, and topped with a little whipped cream. Now I'm gonna go ahead and crack into these things. I wish you guys could be here with me, but if not, I know you guys all got your own cookers at home, and if you're watching this video, hopefully you're gonna try it out and let me know what you think, and you can taste the goodness the same as I did, okay? Now, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you've made it this far, we really appreciate you guys supporting us. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, cut on those post notifications so you get notified when I drop all my latest content, all right? The next video I got for you guys, I am really looking forward to. As if you like spirits, if you like alcohol, if you like cocktails, the next video is definitely going to be for you, all right? We appreciate you guys checking out the video here on the channel, and we'll see you on the next video here on the Tremendous Q's Cooking channel. Peace.